surprises while we're underground. So I want everyone to hold on tight to their valuable belongings and make sure that we're not leaving anything behind. On top of that, there's going to be a couple of loud noises down there, folks. No surprises. I'll be giving us warning before those happen. A 3-second countdown that we can use to cover our ears. Now, at no point are you a prisoner on this tour. If you really need to exit the underground, folks, you can see the way out. You can leave at any point. All you have to do is give me a quick wave so I know that you're leaving. As far as safety goes, I have got 3 simple safety rules. Number 1 is doing our best to keep these hard hats on our heads while we're down there. Number 2 is making sure that we stick together as a group so I can keep my eyes on everybody. And number 3 is just to listen to my instructions. If we do all of that, we should stay safe. If we stay safe, well, we should have some fun down there as well. Last thing, folks, I'm going to ask us to put 3 people minimum to each row of my train. If it's possible to fit, say, 4 on there, if we have young kids, that is okay as well. If you end up split up from your group, do not worry. We are all going to the same spot. Now, that is all the important and frankly boring information you need to know right now. Folks, anyone here have any questions before we get started with the tour? You have a question for me, my friend? How cold is it? It stays between 12 and 14 degrees Celsius down there year-round. So it's a little bit chilly. We're going to be down there not a very long time. And if it's too cold for anybody, once again, feel free to leave, form up outside, and you can rejoin us at that point as well. No question? We're all good on that front? Excellent. In that case, folks, I'm opening these gates, and when I do that, I want you to climb aboard and find a spot. Just get behind you here. All right, climb aboard.
等一下，我们一起了，我们
这个头不能动来动去的啊，动来动去这个帽子会掉，好吧？
This is also going to be one of those loud noises. So before I turn this machine on, I will be giving everybody here a 3-second countdown out loud. When I'm doing this, I recommend that everybody take some time to go ahead and cover their ears. The drill is going to be turned on for only about 5 quick seconds. All right, I've got my safety folks turning on my power supply. And I'm running this drill in 3, 2, 1. Now, folks, there's going to be one more noise very, very quickly. 3, 2, 1.
我最早当工人就是用这个东西，空调，哎，不是很好。我最开始就是用这个东西，但我不是打这个矿的。
My friend, you have seen through my charade. I am not actually drilling into the rock. And there's a couple reasons. The most important one, there's no water connected to this drill. So if I was drilling into real rock, I don't want everyone getting silicosis. More importantly, if this was running at full power, it would be about 5 times louder. So we just do a low power demonstration. you're smart enough that you caught on. But at the end of the day, that is pretty much how it works still. I give up.
如果这个机器真的运转，
Now,
要5倍的音量。
either way,
刚刚那开玩笑。
whether or not I'm drilling into real rock, what we can see about this drill is that I have gotten a single hole into the rock. What I do not have is any sort of this chalcopyrite. I certainly do not have a tunnel. To get a tunnel like the one we're standing in right now, folks, we need a couple more things. Drilling is step number 1. Step number 2, well, our miners would have called that blasting. And blasting needs dynamite. Don't worry, my friend, I'm not actually allowed to play with real dynamite. Believe it or not. It is, I have asked, and it is not considered safe. So we do just need to use a bit of imagination on this next one. What I want you to imagine is that in a mine, a drilling team like this is going to come into a tunnel. It's their job to set up a bunch of holes into that rock down at the very end. That's called the face. That's what we're working on. Once we got all of those holes drilled into the rock, our blasting team is going to take over and fill those holes with sticks of dynamite. A tunnel this size, we need about 120 individual sticks of dynamite. Once all of that explosive is loaded up into the end of my tunnel, our blasting team is hopefully a very safe distance away before somebody calls out fire in the hole, hits that dynamite plunger, and the next thing we know, boom. All of that dynamite explodes. The rock cracks apart and it all comes crashing down to the ground at once. What we are left with after our blast is a pile of broken rock that weighs the same weight as about 4 entire school buses. And all we have to show for it is about 8 feet of tunnel. Not even the distance between these 2 posts in the middle of my chamber. And we're still not done. Folks, we still have step number 3, which is cleanup. Now we need to take all of that rock that we just blew up and we need to get it out of our tunnel so we can start the entire thing all over again. That 3rd step, we've got a fun name for it. We like to call it mucking. And mucking is what we'll be talking about as we head down to the next little section of my tunnel. Folks, we're going to go ahead and get a move on. As we walk, I'd like you to follow behind me and watch your step as we go. It can be a little bit slippery down here.